All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Deep Dive. We're diving into A Course in Miracles and ready to tackle another lesson.
Yeah.
Today's lesson 32,
Right.
and the title is A Doozy, I Have Invented the World I See.
Whoa, that's a big one.
That's a big one, right?
Right.
What does that even mean? So get ready, everyone, because we're about to, have our minds blown wide open today.
Absolutely.
So last time, just to recap a little bit, we were talking about, letting go of grievances.
Forgiveness.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yes.
yeah.
So how does that tie into this whole, we are the creators of our own reality?
Well, it's funny because you think about it, and when you are harboring grievances, you're actually perceiving the world through this lens of negativity.
Right.
And so it stands to reason that if we can let those grievances go, then we can start to perceive the world perhaps in a different way.
Okay, so, I'm hearing you say that basically what we're doing is, building our own world.
Exactly.
Based on how we're thinking and feeling and all that thing.
Yeah.
But are we, talking about actually, I snap my fingers and there's a rainbow? Or is this something a little bit deeper?
It's a little bit deeper than that.
Okay.
It's not denying that there's a physical world out there that we
Right.
all share, but it's about realizing that our thoughts and our beliefs and our perceptions,
Yeah,
they really color how we experience that world.
I see what you mean.
So it's like we're all wearing these, perception goggles,
Uh-huh.
and they can be adjusted to see the world
Yeah.
as a scary place, as a joyful place, as a place full of opportunity or a place full of limitations.
Okay, so it's it's not saying that, bad things don't happen,
Yeah,
because obviously they do,
of course they do.
but it's more about how we choose to react to it
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's that choice.
Right.
The Course talks a lot about choice, and that's really what it comes down to.
Okay, so can we maybe, dive into an example here? Because I think that's always helpful for me, at least.
And that's
So think of a situation that, you're dreading, you're not looking forward to. It's kind of like filling you with anxiety.
yeah,
Maybe it's public speaking for some people or going to the dentist or something.
right. I think most people can relate to the dentist.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody really enjoys that.
So you're kind of all tense,
Yeah.
your palms are sweating, you're thinking all these negative thoughts.
Oh, I'm gonna feel so much pain. This is gonna be awful. And
Right, exactly. And it's interesting because by doing that, by focusing on those things,
yeah,
you're actually creating that experience for yourself.
you are bringing that energy to the situation,
Right.
and then that's what you end up experiencing.
Okay, so instead,
Right.
what if we, took a deep breath and said, okay, maybe I'm a little nervous about this, but I'm just going to focus on the outcome.
Exactly.
I'm going to have healthy teeth,
Yeah.
and this is for my own good, and I'm just going to relax.
Or
Would that change things?
maybe for you it's not the dentist. Maybe it's a presentation.
Yeah.
You have to give it work.
Right.
And instead of thinking, oh my God, everyone's judging me, I'm going to mess this up, this is going to be terrible.
Yep.
Instead, you think, I'm going to get my message across. I'm going to connect with my audience. I'm going to do a good job.
Totally. And you're going to visualize yourself succeeding.
Exactly.
And so by doing that,
Yeah.
it's almost like we're attracting that positive outcome
You are.
by focusing on it.
You're creating a different experience.
Okay, so I'm starting to get this, but I still feel how do we actually put this into practice
Yep.
in a real way?
Well, luckily, the Course of You gives us some tools for this.
Okay.
And one of them is this exercise where they say, take a situation that's currently bothering you.
Okay.
Write down everything you're thinking about it,
Right.
all the judgments, all the negativity, all the anger, all of it. Let it flow out onto the paper.
Okay, so word vomit.
Yep, exactly.
It's get it out.
Get it out.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
Okay, then what?
Okay. So then you look at what you've written
Mm-hmm.
and you say, okay,
Yeah.
is there another way to see this?
Okay.
Can I shift my perspective?
Right.
Can I come at this from a different angle?
So instead of being like, oh, this person's such a jerk, it's like,
Nice.
well, maybe they're just having a bad day.
Maybe they're going through something that I'm not aware of.
Maybe they didn't get enough sleep.
Or maybe they're just,
Yeah.
like you said, insecure, and
Yeah.
that's why they're acting like a jerk.
Exactly.
So it's almost like having compassion for them
Yeah.
instead of just
Instead of judging them.
yeah. Retraining our brains
We are.
to see things in a different light,
And, it might not happen overnight. This is a practice.
right?
But the more you do it, the more you start to notice that you have this power to choose.
Okay, so it's like building a muscle.
It is. It is like building a muscle.
It's like, at first it's really hard.
It's going to be shaky.
And then you're like, oh, I could do a rep. I could do 2 reps.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's awesome.
And you know what? Even if you can't totally shift your perspective in that moment,
Yeah.
even just that awareness that you have a choice, that's huge.
It's huge.
That's a big step.
And that alone can, like, lessen the intensity of the situation.
Absolutely.
Right? So, like, even if you're still feeling kind of, frustrated or whatever, if you can at least be like, okay, I have a choice here. I don't have to feel this way.
Yes.
That's a win in itself.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really powerful stuff.
It is.
So basically what we're learning today
Yeah.
is that we're not just passive observers of the world.
No.
We are active participants in creating it.
We are.
Through our thoughts.
Through our perceptions.
And our beliefs.
Yes.
And that's both a little scary and incredibly exciting because it means that we have the power to change our experience.
Yeah, we do.
Just by shifting our perspective.
And it all comes down to this.
Yeah.
If you really believe that you have invented the world you see, what kind of world do you want to invent tomorrow?
That's a great question to leave us with.
Yeah.
So thank you all for joining us today for another deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we will see you tomorrow for another lesson.
See you then.